Alright. I think I'm ready. Okay. I was really hoping I would get in on time. It's just about 6. I mean, I usually kind of just, whenever I stream, I usually just kind of average out what time it's gonna end up being. Like, you know, it'll end up being like, I'll say 7, or it might be like 6:30, or I'll say, whoa, I am so sorry. I think that was my water bottle. I am so sorry. Holy crap. I was not expecting that. Hello. I was not expecting that to be so loud. I'm so sorry. My apologies. I just saw the decibel go red. And I was like, oh my gosh. That was really loud. My apologies. I'm just gonna drink from my little sparkling water can instead, because I did not realize how loud plastic was on the microphone. Oh my gosh, I gotta fix this. Hold on. Okay. Fix the aspect a bit. Hello. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. I'm back with another stream. As usual, I'm working on videos because I think this is a good way to continue working on videos while also talking with you guys and keeping you guys updated. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anything that goes wrong, I will blame Rose, because I'm like, I don't want it to be my fault. For sure. I feel like something always goes wrong on one of my streams. Like, it's always something. But yeah, I try to keep everything as smooth as possible. Speaking of which, I love the noise of the old piping every time someone runs water. It's off to a good start again, as always. How y'all doing? He doesn't have the glove at this point. Hello! Welcome to the stream, welcome back! Right now, I am working on videos, working on a Mac that I've been doing for a couple days now. This will be a later video, but as always, I work quite ahead on my videos. I usually have stuff ready for a while and then upload it whenever I am on my schedule. Because I like to upload on a schedule. Keeps everything clean. Yeah, I mean, Carter's a pretty vulnerable character in general. They've gone through a lot, you know, they've had some hardships, some issues. They're definitely one of my more, like, weak characters in terms of that, but I like whenever I do their soul weapon and stuff. Their soul weapon, when they finally discover it, that's one of my favorite, like, scenes I've had planned out in my head for a while. And so, I'm very excited to show you guys Carter's soul weapon. I'm going to keep it a secret for now, though. But, I also I'm still deciding on Carter's soul animal as well. I'm having a really hard time deciding. I just can't, for some reason, I just can't decide. Caitlin's is an otter, though. Caitlin is my character with the teal hair. She's basically the mascot for my channel, but she's also a character in Ghost Mask. Her soul animal is an otter. That one's one of my favorites. Absolutely love, and I like Caitlin's design too in general. Her design is one of my favorites. Kind of the reason I really like using her as a little mascot for my channel. What are you doing, Audrey? Just chilling? Come here, girl. Come here. What are you doing? Hi, baby. Audrey's walking off as usual. She's just like, I'm out of here. Oh my god, like I said, something always happens. I just almost knocked off something on my desk and it would have caused it was just such a huge disaster. It's always a disaster. It's okay. I kind of like the chaos on my streams, honestly. I kind of like how just like one thing after another, something goes wrong and goes crazy, and it just happens. Oh my gosh. Good catch. Good thing Good thing I almost tipped over my whole PC trying to catch that bottle of deodorant. I sure would have been sad if that fell on the floor. Oh my gosh. It's okay. It happens. Oh, for sure. And Mama's Gun, I think, was a really good way to illustrate, I think Zach's, like, contradicting feelings of feeling like, you know, he feels like he has to do this. He feels like, you know, he wants the mask. He wants, essentially, to be the leader of Ghost Mask. And, of Ghost Mask. Sorry. The leader of Souls of Paradise. And in order to do that, he has to do something to prove himself worthy. And he doesn't want to, but he also understands if Ray's in the afterlife, then, you know, when they destroy the afterlife, you know, as their plan is inevitably, not that they will, but that's what their plan is, then Zach will assume Ray will be okay. And so part of him is like, I'm doing this for the greater good. I'm doing this for my best friend. But at the same time, he's also like, well, I'm also doing it because I also really need this mask. So it's like a very selfish reason, unfortunately. It's very selfish of him. And Zach just doesn't really think about others first. He usually thinks about himself. So he's usually a more selfish kind of character, I would say, who doesn't have much to lose anyway, but he also has things that he wants to get done. So he will do whatever it takes to get it done. Although he's not as, like I said, he's definitely not as, like, evil as Rose. I wouldn't say he's as evil. He just has his priorities completely gone. From what a moral person should have their priorities set to. Oh yeah, that was one of my favorite shots to do. I absolutely love that. That was one of my favorites. I had that scene planned in my head, and I was so excited when I finally had it, like, done and ready. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's all coming together. It was so exciting. Oh, maybe spoilers. Maybe move off the screen, Maddie. Oh, it's okay. It's already been done. Okay, little spoiler alert because I keep forgetting I'm on stream sometimes. Oh my gosh. Oh well, you guys got a little sneak peeksies. I actually don't mind spoiling like animatics and stuff or what animatics I'm gonna do. I don't want to do it all the time, but I don't really mind doing it. But this song has been stuck in my head for a while, so I thought about doing The Tornado by Owl City. Because, holy crap, the middle verse, when he sings and goes into, like, almost like a rock voice, is just so intense, and it gives me chills. And I can't wait to see what I have planned for that scene. Y'all, like, I'm working so hard on this video. I'm putting so much time and effort. It's already, like, or I already have everything planned out for what I want to do for it, and I can't wait. It's gonna take me a while, but I know it'll be worth it. So I'm very excited. But yeah, The Tornado by Owl City. Very good song. I love it. So you can see I'm not actually thinking before I draw. I'm trying to think out the next scene I want to do. Oh, I gotta pull something up real quick. Alright, I'm gonna pull something up real quick. Use as a reference. Oh, up. Alright. Let's see. I'll have to go back to an old animatic for a reference. I actually use my own animatics as references a lot. I'll rewatch them and make sure that whatever I've established in my world is still canon and still, you know, makes sense. Bruh. That is the exact... That literally is the same thing I thought when I heard that song. I'm not even joking. Why was that was the same thing. I'm not even joking. I'm not even like I'm actually being serious. When I first heard that song, I thought of Ray. I love that song. I actually thought about doing an animac with Ray. I actually really love that song. That is actually really crazy. I thought of Ray too. I don't know why, but I thought of Ray as well. But yeah, I am actually referencing something from Mama's Gun a little bit. Just a little common scene. Oh, now I'm going to listen to that song after the stream, I think. I really wish I could have songs playing on stream that weren't copyrighted, or that are copyrighted, I mean, but, you know, it is what it is. I love that song, though. That's actually really awesome. If I go crazy, then leave. Okay, the YouTube's coming for me, even if I sing like a second of that song. They're coming for me. I can already hear it. Not allowed! I'm sorry, YouTube. I could see it working for Isaac, for sure. I could see it working for Isaac. I almost could see it working for Zach in certain moments, but I really like it for Ray. I think that's a really great song for him. Some songs you just hear and just magically you think of a character. Sometimes it's like instant. For me, sometimes it takes a couple listens and studying the lyrics and meaning of the song too. Because a lot of times I take songs literally, unfortunately. And when that happens, I'll actually be a little bit mistaken about what the song actually means. So yeah, that can cause, you know, an awkward moment where I make a song and then not really know what the song means, or I'll make an animatic based on that song, and then I'll actually go and find out the meaning. I'll be like, oh, that actually doesn't even match the story at all. But the lyrics did, so you know what? I blame people for not being more clear in their songs. I'm just joking. I'm joking. I mean, you know, there's always gotta be nuance to songs. In fact, a lot of people can interpret certain songs different ways and whatnot, so I mean, it also just depends. I was joking, don't worry. I don't want like any song artists coming after me like, what did you say about my song? I'm like, I'm sorry. Please don't copyright me. Oh my gosh. The more I joke about it, the more I fear YouTube will come for me one day. I'll have to re-listen to the song, but I don't know if I had I don't think I had any visuals planned for it while I was listening to it. I think it was more so that I just it just reminded me of Ray, but I will see once I listen to it again. I have to listen to it to kind of go over the visuals again, since I haven't listened to that song in a while. But yeah, very good song. Absolutely love it. Gosh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm hiccuping. Jeez. It's what I get for drinking sparkling water on stream. It's like the #1 rule. Don't drink anything carbonated on stream, Maddie. I'm sorry. Once again, responding to myself, saying something silly. It's just how I am. You'll come to find with my streams, I'm a little bit different sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I actually have a couple of playlists of songs that I haven't released, released. I haven't made the playlist public yet, because, not really any reason, but I don't really want to spoil any future Animax I have planned. Like I said, I don't mind spoiling, but I don't want to spoil all of it, you know? So I have kept those playlists private, but I do have playlists of songs that I'll pick out for characters, and then eventually down the line I'll, make Animax about them. But maybe one day I'll make it public. It just kind of depends. Like I said, maybe once I've done a lot more Animax, and maybe if I ever, you know, end up having like people choose songs, like I could do something like that at one point where people could vote for songs they want to see as an animatic. That would actually be pretty fun. That'd be pretty cool, pretty dandy. As you can see, I draw the hair different. I've kind of simplified the hair a bit more. I don't draw as many puffs and poofies and stuff, just for simplicity's sake. Sometimes it's just better to keep it simple when it comes to animatics, especially because Animax are already the videos that take me the longest, and so, unfortunately, I do have to simplify some things, but I try not to do it to a point where it, ruins the quality or anything. It just makes it easier to animate and easier to draw over time. I really like this. I really like that drawing. I like how that came out. Oh my gosh, I still haven't checked out Metallica. I still have to check it out. I will give them a go. But But yeah, I do have some more songs planned for Perry and Chloe. I do. I absolutely love doing stuff for them. Oh, why is the song so loud? Or why is it so low? Oh, I think this is just a hold on. I don't always listen to my headphones, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, it's just kind of a chill. Hope y'all like the music. If y'all don't, I can always change it, but for the most part, I like to do my favorite is Unicorn Heads. I think their music is very nice and soft. But yeah, I have a lot of songs planned for Chloe and Perry. I really need to do more for them in animatics and stuff. Sure, y'all can guess who he's looking at. Black Album? Okay, I will give it a go. Yeah, I'm actually gonna write that down real quick. Hold on. So I don't forget, because every time I end a stream I forget every single thing. I have like the worst memory ever. Let me make a note of it real quick. I make notes on my phone. Alright, I made a note. Alright, should be good. I absolutely have to make notes for things because I will forget. It's also why whenever I go back and make new animatics based on previous events, I do look at old animatics. I look at things I've already shown a little bit in my story, but I may expand upon them or add more detail to it, and I want to make sure that I'm still accurate with the lore. Because while I remember practically all of the lore in my head at all times, we're not perfect. We do forget things as humans, so... And unfortunately, I'm a human that has a very short-term memory. So every single time I stop doing something, like I go home from work and I'll be like, oh yeah, I gotta do something when I get home from work. And then I get home from work and I don't do that thing because as soon as I get home, I forget everything I thought about work. It's not good. It's not good at all, but it is what it is, unfortunately. So I did make a note of it, though. I can't make mental notes. Mental notes are not a thing for me. Mental notes means I'm never going to remember it, unfortunately. So I have to make notes. Not really. I mean, I've said before that I do believe in ghosts in a previous video, and I actually do think they're real, but I don't believe they're capable of, actually harming you. I definitely don't. As much as I love ghosts, though, I wouldn't say, I would say never, I wouldn't purposefully, go and bother, someone that, or, a place that I knew had, issues with people saying it was haunted or anything. I don't know how much I believe of that either. But, I don't know. I definitely love my characters, but I do tend to try my best to separate them, from reality and from what actually goes on. But, I do believe in ghosts, so it's always possible. Well, like I said, don't think they would ever harm people. I just don't think that's a realistic thing, that could happen. But that's my personal opinion. Everyone believes different things with ghosts, and it's okay if you, disagree or don't believe in that. That's totally fine, I say believe what you want to believe and, go on with life. Go on in peace. But for sure, I do think about my characters a lot, though. I think about them, outside of things. I always think about, if I'm... This guy is stupid. I don't know. It sounds stupid. It's not really stupid, I guess. It's more silly, but whenever I am, eating at a place, sometimes I think about what food my characters would order. Would Ray order a burger, or would he order the burrito, Or would he order, the lasagna, or whatever. Stuff like that. I definitely, sometimes think about stuff like that with my characters. It's just silly things like that. I think it makes them more relatable. It can make me relate to them more, too, and have more of an idea of it. Of what I want them to be, what I want them to do in the story. Same thing with fashion. I'll pick out outfits that I think my characters would wear in real life, and I think that's fun. Stuff like that's always fun. It's also very therapeutic to have characters. It's nice, It's nice that you can put things on them that you may not be able to do. You could have a character that travels and goes to different countries, or you could have a like a ghost character like I do, have these cool mystical powers, and you're like, man, I wish I could have that, but I can't. So I'm gonna write it out through a story because it's a good way of, like, you know, putting forth things that you would like to do someday. But if you're only writing villains, that might be an issue. maybe don't look, you know, envy your villain characters for what they do. I guess depending on what they're villain. Oh my gosh, I love Mean Girls. I think that would be perfect for Perry. She is a mean girl. Oh my goodness. Perry can be quite mean. Ah, man, I almost convinced the guys to watch Mean Girls with me, but alas, my efforts were they did not work. No one wanted to watch Mean Girls, but it is a great movie. I love it. I do think of Perry sometimes when I rewatch it, but I haven't seen it in a while. I might have to go rewatch it. Every time I use a quote from a movie, I am a little paranoid that they might come for me. Like, YouTube might be like, no, nope, can't do that. I'll be like, okay, I'm sorry. But if I'll see what the copyright is. I'm trying to be as careful as I can nowadays because I still use a lot of, like, songs and they're claimed, but they're still safe on my channel to have up. But I do get very scared that one day I'm gonna make a mistake, like I did that one time, aka where I made an entire video and I didn't realize the song was blocked on all grounds on YouTube, and that you couldn't use the song at all without getting blocked. 2 weeks. 2 weeks of editing and drawing and work gone because I couldn't use the song. Very depressing. Very sad. That made me very upset. I was so sad. That was a very disappointing week because I had nothing to upload. I don't remember what I scrounged up, but I think something happened and I made like a little speed paint or something with the time I had. But unfortunately it was just too late. I had no time. Or, I mean, I say time. I mean, I could have gone back next week and, you know, had done it or re-edited it with a cover, but I mean, it's already such an old video at this point. I don't even like the art style that I had at the time, and it's also just kind of outdated in some of the lore, so, you know, it is what it is. That video will just be a lost video of mine. I wondered if y'all were going to be interested in a video where I do of unfinished videos, where I show you guys whips that I will never finish. That sounds like a fun video, but I wasn't sure if you guys would be interested in something like that. But I have, like, a lot of videos. Like, I would say at least 3 videos. Which might not sound a lot, but I mean, to me it's a lot because these are videos that I actually did. Some of them I spent a long time on, and I never finished them. And I may never finish them. But yeah, I guess it would depend on what you guys would want to see, you know? I might do a poll and get more of, like, a broader thing, because I know some people don't watch the streams, and I really want to hear the opinion of those people as well. So I'll probably end up doing a poll. I think that will reach everyone a little bit easier on the community board, and then I'll be able to tell more clearly if anyone would like to see that, because I think that'd be a fun video to make. Sorry, I went on a ramble. Hold on, let me read that. Oh yeah, for sure. Her manipulativeness is a big part of her overall personality, I would say. I would say that's probably the biggest part of it. But she's very charming as a character. You know, she does, like, she does have almost like a quality that people like her. You know, they tend to gravitate towards her. And I think that makes it a lot easier for people to trust her. Even though she may not be someone you want to trust, you know. Obviously, she has a kind of an aura around her where people think she's a nice girl. People think she's a nice person. And people think that, you know, oh, she seems nice, so she's probably nice, you know. Unfortunately for them, Rose is not nice. I am not nice. That is Rose. Definitely not nice. Not to anyone but Zach, basically. She's really only nice to Zach because she likes him. But that is for a different animatic for a different day. That storyline's really funny. The one person that she wants to have her attention does not give her the attention. almost tragic, but it's Rose, so we can't really say anything's tragic if anything bad happens to Rose. Like, come on, it's Rose. She kind of deserves it, but at the same time, you can't help but feel bad for even your most villainous of characters sometimes. Oh no, no, it wouldn't work on most people, I think. But for some people, she does trick them. You know, she's very trickstery, very much manipulative, very much can get whatever she wants, just by power alone, and by possession, of course. Oh, if they're not gonna believe her through her words and her lying teeth, she'll just possess them, and then it'll be over with. Then she'll have exactly what she wants. Very, very manipulative, very scary. Not a ghost you want to be around for sure. She's actually not a phantom. She hasn't been a ghost long enough to be a phantom. I need to look up the correct terminology in my story to get it right. What was it? I have a term for her and Zach, but I don't remember what term it is. I will go over that in this week's lore video, though. It is coming out this week, by the way. The lore video. Woo! Where I talk about the world, Astromia, and I talk about Novatau, and I go over the world building, and then next lore video I'm going to work on the characters. So I'll talk about all the main characters, I'll talk about Souls of Paradise. So that video will be really fun, because this kind of first video, I'm not going to lie, it is fun, but it is a little bit more like a world building aspect. I want to kind of go over the world building first before I go over the characters. That way y'all kind of understand what world they exist in. And I think it makes it a lot easier. I realize how much I say and y'all in these streams. So that way it makes it easier for people to understand where the characters lie. I think world building is a lot more important sometimes in certain aspects, and then other times you want to focus on your characters. Oh yeah, I think for a while, since Zach was pretty much my only villain, I really put a lot of time in him. And once I had Rose, and I've had Druthyr for a while, but I had no place for him in the story, so I ended up making him a villain. He originally wasn't going to be a villain, he was actually originally going to be protagonist, but I actually had other plans for him, and I think these plans worked out really well for him. I'm really actually glad with how Druthyr came out as a character. How Druthyr came out. You realize how that sounds? He's an ace character, by the way. He's Arrow Ace, so he's, well, was he actually? What did I make him? I'm pretty sure I made him ace. I don't know if I made him Arrow, but I'm pretty sure I made him ace. But yeah, Zach is pretty scary, but I think the reason was that I ended up putting a lot of my efforts into Zach at first, because like I said, he was for a while the only antagonist in Ghostmask, and I felt like I wanted more to work with. And so I added other characters through other reasons and other means, and I think that really helped draw out different types of villains. But that also definitely made Zach not as scary as the others. But I think that's okay, because Zach's intention wasn't to be scary as much as I wanted his intention to be his involvement with destroying the afterlife and his involvement with Ray. I think those were two factors I wanted to focus on more than him being like a scary villain. I almost wanted him to be sympathetic to an extent. Not super sympathetic, though. Not every villain, I didn't want every one of my villain characters to have sympathetic moments. There are definitely some that don't need any sympathy. But I wanted Zach to have more than just being a villain. So I did try to focus on other aspects of him and his character that I would like. That wouldn't just be villainy. You know what I mean? So there's that, for sure. It's not perfect, but it is, I feel like I say this a lot, but my story is a huge work in progress, and so I am always trying to develop characters, always trying to make changes and fix things that don't make sense in the story or don't sound right. And by doing so, I think that really helps keep the story going without making it fall apart so easily. Because I do put a lot of time and effort into the world building. And I want this story to do really well. I really want people to enjoy it. And I've put a lot of work into it. But it's not perfect for sure. So as much work as you can put in a story, it may not always be perfect, and that's okay. No story is perfect. In fact, it doesn't even have to be perfect. It has to be a good story. It doesn't have to be perfect, though. There are plenty of films that get great reviews that are by far not perfect, but they're still good. Other aspects help it. The comedy, the writing, the acting, other things can save movies and stories and make them better than just a good story. There's other things that make stories good as well. And so that's kind of my goal, is to not make a perfect story. It's to make a good story. And to make a good story is so incredibly difficult that I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. But that's okay. I'm still working through it. And I'm still working hard every day writing the story. There's a bug in my face. Why? I'm streaming, bug. Can you mind? Oh, yeah. Well, run or fly if you can, if you're a ghost, Definitely fly away as fast as possible. Or, hide in the earth, go through the earth and just, hide down in a thing of grass or dirt or something. That'll help, too. I can't wait to show. There's a little scene with, there's some scenes with Rose and Ray I want to talk about and want to do. So, I'm very excited. I don't know how to portray them, but I think, Poor Unfortunate Souls it'll be around the time where Poor Unfortunate Souls happens. The timeline that animatic happens, and so very excited to see. Very excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry if you heard my stomach rumble. I'm gonna eat after this. Oh my gosh. This is why I eventually want to set up something to help with the audio, because this microphone picks up so much. It's not even funny. It picks up everything. I listen back to my streams and I'm like, oh my god, people could hear that. I would say for kidnapping, it would be more so she coerced them more than anything, and maybe even possessed them. It was definitely a forced situation where she had to take control of their mind through possession, in order to get them to come to Souls of Paradise. But some people actually do go there willingly. Their front is that. Oh, what happened? What happened? Why Zero knows? I just noticed. What happened? But Souls of Paradise isn't. Souls of Paradise is definitely not a organization that tells the truth about what it's about. So people do actually go there and donate and give them money willingly because they think that they're doing a good thing, when unfortunately they're not. I'm a little confused by the oh no's in chat. Is everything okay? I am a little confusion, as always. Streams are just me drawing for 40 minutes and being confused. That's usually how my streams are. I'm just usually very confused by everything. I am still confused. I mentioned said it after the pool. Oh, did I spoil something? Is that what happened? Did I actually spoil something? Oh, if I spoiled something or messed something up, then, that's okay. I'm confused, though. I mentioned Ray and Rose after the port. Yeah, there is gonna be a scene with Ray and Rose, particularly. Don't worry. I will spoil a little bit of it. It will not be a torture scene, but it will be a scene I don't think anyone will expect. I think it'll be very shocking. I think it will be very shocking what happens. But it won't be a torture scene for sure. Remember, Ray is very strong. He would never allow something like that to happen. Even as strong as Rhodes is as well, Ray is one of the strongest ghosts. It would take a lot to get Ray. It will take a lot to get Ray. Not saying it wouldn't be possible, but Ray is incredibly strong as a ghost, and so she would have to have an army in order to take Ray. Essentially, Ray would have to be cornered. Like a fear. When you're going into territory like that with Souls of Paradise, you definitely need to fear. You definitely need to be fearful because anything could happen. They're very unpredictable, unfortunately, and so for sure, definitely got to be on your high guard. That's why whenever they go to Rose's headquarters, they're so nervous and scared because they don't know what to expect. They don't have any idea how strong Souls of Paradise is at this moment. And they also don't realize how many people are backing them up either, and how much of an army they have themselves. So it's really, really scary situation to be in for sure, as the main ghost characters. Really do be like that. I want to get a sticker that says that. It really do be like that. I love that phrase. See, I'm keeping an eye on the time. Probably stream for about another few minutes, and then I'll call it quits. But I will stream for just a tad bit longer. I've been really enjoying these shorter streams just because it's easier on my throat. I talk a lot in these streams, and then afterwards my throat always hurts. So I'm still trying to get used to that. It's not as bad as it used to be, but I also just need to drink more water during these streams. But like it's so loud on the microphone that I don't want to keep drinking stuff, and that it'd be like you can like hear every single noise. Like, I'm gonna have to get, like, a cup or something that's not noisy because this microphone picks up everything. I wouldn't have thought to think of them as Mario and Luigi, but I could see it, for sure. I could see it. It reminds me of a little bit of Luigi's Mansion, a little bit, actually. That's it. That's, like, instantly what I thought of when I think of, like, Mario. I always want to play Luigi's Mansion. That sounds like such a fun game. But yeah, I could see that. I could see Chloe being Peach, but then that would make things kind of awkward. As Chloe's not romantically involved with either Mantis nor Ray. For sure. Definitely not Ray. He's like, sorry. Nah, not into that, sorry. But yeah, plus, her Perry. I do have one song I really want to do with Chloe and Perry soon too. I don't know when I'll do it yet. I have a lot of videos planned that I kind of just choose to do whenever I end up having kind of a free idea time. Because like right now I'm like in the middle of working on like 3 or 4 different videos, right? And I'm trying to focus on just one at a time because I get a little overwhelmed, a little bit, distracted, let's say. And so whenever that happens, I typically tend to want to not like burn myself out or do too much at once, because it can also be like it can also make your videos seem a little bit disorganized, and I need to keep my focus on one video at a time so it doesn't become disorganized. But I won't lie, I do take breaks from certain videos and then work on others or work on shorts in between. Oh my gosh, for sure, because I don't think Rose really ever really screams until she's angry. She doesn't even scream out of happiness. She might laugh, but she's yeah, for sure. Rose screams. You better run. Man, that makes me I really want to do like, I know it would have to be down the line, but I really want a Rose plush. I really want to make a plush of Rose and Zack and Dorothy and all the other characters, but that would be such down the line on my channel. My goodness, that would take forever, but man, I would love if a company would ever pair with me to do something like that, or make keychains. I really want to make, oh my gosh, I've been actually wanting to do this for a while, actually sell things on like Etsy and make like keychains for my characters and little enamel pins for sure. I don't know if any of you guys would be interested in that, but that would be really cool. I just noticed I took my Twitter off the BRB page. Oh my gosh. I guess I can actually switch it to this screen. That might be better because this does say BRB and I kind of forget that sometimes. Once again, short-term memory. But I will go ahead and wrap up. Sorry the stream was a little shorter. Like I said, sometimes it's easier for me to do shorter streams. It's hard to do really long streams at a time for someone like me, especially because I don't talk as much, but I want to try and do streams about this length from now on, I think, anyway. An hour streams are still fine, but Employee of the Month, I mean, technically speaking, I would almost say Rose is more, I mean, I guess she's not really, she is an employee for sure, but I wonder if I should consider them managers. I just thought about that. Maybe I should consider them managers over employees. Like, that way because they actually kind of run stuff. Maybe I should consider her and Zack and stuff. Like, obviously Zack is, like, the leader, but I wonder if Rose and Dorothea could be, like, managers or something. I just thought about that. She better be on Employee of the Month every month, though, because she will take the picture down and burn it if she's not. If she's not Employee of the Month every single month forever, for all eternity, because that's how long ghosts last, then she's not gonna be happy. But I will go ahead and wrap up the stream if that is all right with you guys tonight. As always, thank you guys for coming, and I will have the lore video. I'm very excited. The Ghost Mask lore video. It's always hard to say. It will be done. Or it will be uploading. It's already done. It will be uploading this Friday. So, very excited. I probably will upload a short on Wednesday. I'll probably upload a short Wednesday. And then upload the main video Friday. As always, main videos are always on Fridays. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays can be short days. Like, days for shorts. So, keep that in mind. Oh, she's definitely the worst manager by far. She's the weakest manager. She's by far the weakest manager. But yeah, I'll have that lore video, and I'm very excited to show you guys. At the start of it, I will have more lore videos. That will not be the only one. I'll have a couple of character introductions as well. Those are going to be fun videos, but I will have to draw a lot of art for them, so that will take a while. But it will come out eventually for sure. I have a lot planned for this channel, a lot planned for the rest of the year. I'm still amazed I hit 400 subs. I'm so very happy. Thank you guys so much, and my next goal is 500. If I can get to 500 subs before the end of the year, that would be awesome. I'm really excited. That would be really cool. I don't know if I'll ever reach 1,000 subs, but that will be my next big goal, I think, after reaching 500, is reaching 1,000. I think I'm going to push for it. I think I'm really going to work hard and make that happen. And so, thank you all for subbing. Thank you all for watching and supporting my channel as always. Really appreciate you guys coming to my streams and liking and subscribing and commenting. That always helps. So thank you all again. And also happy Memorial Day. Hope you all were able to visit loved ones or visit people that you miss. Yeah. And have a good Memorial Day. The rest of your Memorial Day. And also have a good night in general. I will see you guys on Friday when I will be there for the premiere of my lore video. And it will probably be premiering around 5 or 6. Sometimes I get off of work kind of late on Fridays, so I'm typically maybe not home in time to upload it at 4 most of the time. I think I have a short schedule next week, and then I think I get off at 3 on Fridays next week, maybe. I'll have to see, but if not, I will upload it around 5 or 6. So be there for the premiere, and I will be there in the comments ready. I'm always at the premiere. I mean, I'm never not at the premiere. I think I'm at the premiere every single time. But yeah, I do hope you guys have a good night. I'm just rambling again at this point. Have a good night, and I will see you all later Friday for this next stream, and then Wednesday I'll be uploading a short. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.